Robyn, did you hear the news of what Steam just announced?
Aren't they like collaborating with Xbox, or they're doing some sort of weird PC thing?
What? No, not with Xbox. Steam and Xbox are two completely different things. No, Steam just announced the newest line of hardware, and oh my god, my little geeky brain cannot get enough of it.
Oh, are they like making their own computers outside of the Steam Deck now?
Kinda. They have this thing called the Steam Machine, or as I like to call it, the Gabe Cube, as well as the Steam Frames, which is VR, and of course, my favorite, the Steam Controller, makes a comeback, baby, after so long.
So they're getting into consoles?
What, have you not known? This is something that they've been doing for years now. But I will say, the one thing that people don't like is the fact that Steam might be a monopoly. Because think about this, Steam has been the top dog for PC gaming. If they start making consoles, I think PlayStation, Nintendo, and even Xbox might be sweating.
I don't know. I think that they've been in the arena for longer. I think that they're going to give Steam a run for their money.
You know what? No, I'm going to explain to you, Robyn, why Steam is literally going to win this entire new wave of gaming influence, as well as to prove that, you know what? Gamers that are angry at Steam, you shouldn't be angry, because they're on your side, guys, okay? They're on the boy side.
This is going to be tough, because I'm an Xbox girly through and through.
And that's why you're not on the boy side.
Oh! Wow.
Hey, man, you laid it up perfectly.
Discrimination much?
You laid it up perfectly for me to not say that, okay?
Bro, wow. I did not expect casual sexism before like a full minute into this. Fucking cancel Medz. Cancel Medz.
No. Okay,
He hates women. He hates women.
Listen, first of all, I love women. Okay, second of all, before you decide to cancel
you love
me,
on women.
You don't gotta go that far. But I will say, at least let me get through my presentation, because I think this is an important conversation for all gamers worldwide, okay? Because I've heard this conversation for years, that Steam is not to be trusted, that Steam, oh, you never know when Steam can turn, which is true. But I think Steam has built its track record for years now, and they are not really evil. I don't think they're like the one tech company that I feel like I can root for nowadays.
I feel like evil's such a strong word, though. Are any of them really evil? And who's to say Steam can't be evil?
Well, I mean, we'll talk about the stuff, because I'll start with this. Let's first start at the very beginning. As you can see on this totally blank screen right now, Robyn, what do you see? Well, you see maybe a little bit of steam coming in from the dark room. And then all of a sudden you see someone speak, and they say, I am Steam.
Just like MGK when he flirted with Megan Fox. I clap at the reference.
That, and maybe even a Minecraft reference. Who knows? But then you see this big, round, red object come closer from the steam, and you wonder, what in the fuck is that? Am I dead?
Oh my gosh. Is it me?
It's worse. Or should I say better?
Worse.
It's the man, the myth, the legend, Gabe Newell. And you might be asking, who is Gabe Newell? Well, obviously, he's the super sexy brainchild of Steam, but he's also a very seasoned technical guy, okay? Just so you know who this guy is. You know, he used to work at Microsoft, right? Just like everyone else back in the 80s. You know, the classic computer geek place in heaven on earth, Microsoft. He worked there. And of course, not to mention, he also actually ported the original Doom to Windows, right? But that's something that's interesting about the story, right? With Mr. Steam Man, because he found out while he was doing this port, and I swear this is all important, guys, I swear, he basically found out that id Software, the company that made Doom, was outperforming in sales and distribution than Microsoft. For context, imagine they released Doom, right? Instead of putting it on the Microsoft store, they put it on their own like little website. And it did better on its own little website than on Microsoft's little store.
Mm-hmm.
And I got Mr. Gabe wondering, what if we like just did this, but like better? So he leaves and creates his company called Valve in 96 so he can make an excuse for making games, because the boys has always had a passion. And he did all this because he's a cool guy. And of course, maybe you might know some of these interesting games that he's created, because, you know, Half-Life 2, Left 4 Dead 2, Portal 2, Team Fortress. There's a lot of twos here, if you haven't noticed.
Why is it all the twos? Did he not make any of the originals?
Shh, Yeah, they made the originals, but this is what they're known for. You know, these franchises were like the capstone of the entire games that they made. And of course, Counter-Strike, which also got their sequel. But it's not even just the games that they made. They literally made whole-ass game engines that changed the internet. You know Skibidi Toilet? It's animated. It's Source Filmmaker, one of Valve's, animation engines. It's what they use to make their own games. Now. What? You can't say Valve. That. You're not allowed to hate Valve. No, you can't hate Valve because they
Skibidi Toilet.
They didn't make Skibidi Toilet, okay? They were just using the
ruined
assets.
A generation of children.
Robyn, listen, even before Skibidi Toilet, okay, SFM, Source Filmmaker animations existed, and my brain was thoroughly rotted by the amount of animations I watched as a child, okay? So you cannot save it. This will not save you, Robyn. I'm sure you watched your good share of brain rot, and it all came from Source. I'm sure it did.
Actually, I don't. I watch very intellectual TikToks about etymology and birds.
Well, I'm sure one of those animations or videos that you watched had a quick little 3-second video of 3D with Source. Boom. Counterpointed.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
I don't know. They're all like real life videos. So
doesn't matter, Robyn. It doesn't
they're
matter.
Doing 3D modeling for real life.
Listen, Robyn, the fact that they have created an entire influence of animations in media is proof enough that Valve knows what they're doing. And the best part is, too, it's not even just the software, it's the hardware. You know, he talked about the Steam Deck and the original Steam controller that I talked about. Look at how much they've announced with these new hardware upgrades. And look how much better they've been getting. It really makes you wonder, man, it's like they actually care. Look at all this improvement.
Like, maybe they look like... I didn't even know Valve used to have a basic console before that. I only knew about the Steam Deck.
Yeah, well, the other console was kind of just like a fart in the wind. Really, no one cared about it because it just was not popular at the time. It was back in 2015, okay? But in 2026, look at that beefy cube. And now everybody's ears are perked, okay? Everyone's interested because even I'm interested in seeing what this is about. But
I don't know. I feel like it's only the talk of the town because Xbox is trying to get into the PC industry. And I think that's why everyone's talking about it.
But here's the thing with Microsoft, okay? Compared to Steam, and this is what I don't understand, is that one thing that Steam has over Microsoft is that it's not owned publicly. It's a privately held company. That means they do what they want to do because they want to do it. Microsoft is like, investors want AI. Okay, we do AI. Because I don't even think Microsoft cares about gaming. Robyn, tell me the last Xbox game that you played.
I was playing LA Noire.
Okay, well,
I guess it's not an Xbox exclusive. Are you talking about Xbox exclusive games?
That works, yeah. When was the last time you played an Xbox exclusive game? Nay, when was the last time you've heard an Xbox exclusive game get made?
To be fair, the only Xbox exclusive I know is Halo. And sometimes I play that with friends.
Well, it depends
on
which
Halo. I
don't
play it well, but I play it.
If it's Halo Reach, then I accept your proposal here of playing.
No, it's
Xbox.
the Master Chief Collection.
Oh, that one too. Okay, that one's goated. That's fine. Okay, it was asked when it came out, but it's good now. But I digress. The point is that Steam, even though they don't make games, they at least care about gaming compared to Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft's got their fucking Windows Office to worry about than dealing with the Xbox complaints. Do you not remember that they increased the Game Pass subscription fee from $15 to $30 or something, and then literally the entire user base pretty much just left?
Oh, I hope I canceled that. I keep forgetting to cancel it.
I don't think you did if you forgot it. I think you've already been getting charged $30 a month now.
I better not be. I think I will jump off the Golden Gate Bridge if I forgot to. Immediately gonna do that after this video.
Well, you know what? Don't worry. Let me at least finish my presentation before you decide to kill yourself. Because obviously, Steam, compared to Microsoft, is a way different company. Because Steam, first of all, has only 70 to 80 employees in their entire company. Microsoft has over thousands, right?
Mm-hmm.
Steam makes almost $16 billion a year. $16 billion. That is an insane amount of money for just 70 people.
This is true. But I feel like what is more insane is that a lot of the stuff goes on sale for Steam. So the fact that they're able to constantly have sales and make that much money still.
Exactly. And that's not even, I don't even think that's accounting for it's accounting for both their microtransactions and the percentage they make off of every sale on Steam, which, by the way, they earn 30% off of every game sale.
Oh, so they're not even earning the whole $3 after the game goes on sale, they're earning 30% of that $3.
Exactly. So 30% off of that entire sale, they still get $1 for that $3 they get. So even if the game is on sale, they still get that cut. So they make the sales. They actually incentivize developers to, promote their games during a sale, to get their games on sale, because that's just how Steam, they want people to buy their games, They want people to engage. But I don't want to keep glazing Steam, okay? This is supposed to be looking at both sides, okay? Because this is the part that people really, really don't like. And the fact is, 70 to 75% of the PC distribution game market is owned by Steam. So pretty much 70% of PC players use Steam, pretty much.
What else do they use? Like Origin, EA? Like I don't know. I've always seen Steam and PC as like one and the same. The only other thing that I've thought about when it comes to gaming on a PC is like old school style with the freaking DVDs.
Oh yeah, forget about the DVD. I still remember the DVDs. I used to have the Lego Star Wars one, like the disc for it. Man, what a classic.
I had a Candyland one. I was constantly thirsting over that snow bitch.
What? Which snow bitch? From Candyland?
The Snow Queen from Candyland.
Wait, what? Who's the Snow Queen?
She's the hottest person in the game, man.
Oh, whoa. I did not know she was like.
Look at her.
Which one do I gotta thirst over? What are these looks?
I'm trying to figure out which one was from the PC game. I don't know.
Yes, the Funko Pop edition.
Bro, not I'm not thirsting over a freaking Funko Pop.
Well, if you're thirsting over the Snow Queen,
search up a PC game. Okay,
let me see. Let's see a PC game. If you look up Snow PC game, let's see what this pops up with. This one. This one right here.
Let me see.
I don't even know.
No.
I think this is a lost relic to time. If anyone in the comments knows what this game is, let us know and we'll play it. And Robyn can then get all bricked up by watching her childhood crush.
Bricked up over an old PC game.
Who wouldn't go crazy for that? Anyways, next up, we got to think about this too. The Steam's main competitors, right? You talk about competition. Well, I mean, this is kind of the main ones. Like Epic Games is there, itch.io, GOG. But they're kind of like all not nearly as good as Steam. Like itch.io is good for like if you're starting off as a developer, you want to create some small little games. So you go on itch.io to publish it and just, see who plays it. Epic is like the fucking Microsoft, but worse. Like, they think they're making such a big splashes, but their software sucks. I hate the Epic Games Launcher. Even though they give so many games out for free, I will never touch it. Because I hate Fortnite. And also because I think it's honestly just not a good launcher.
But you know what the Fortnite guy just did? He just, bought, several acres of land to be, a wildlife reserve.
Well, you see, Gabe Newell, he bought a yacht, okay? And I think a yacht is cooler than a bunch of land.
Bro, no, I like the land, because you know why? The owls can live on the land, and I love owls, and I would just sit outside and look at owls.
Okay, well, you know what?
That would be much better.
You know what Gabe Newell did? He bought an ocean for his yacht, so then he can protect the sharks. Boom.
No, wait, no. He wouldn't protect the sharks with a yacht. You know what? Let's not get on this animal tangent, because otherwise this is going to be the whole podcast episode. I've seen it happen before.
Okay, fine. Fair. Well, as you know, this is all of Steam's competition. And regardless of all this, right? Keep in mind, remember the 30%? Well, they obviously need to try to win some money back, right? So they're trying to compete by getting way lower in terms of the rev splits. You can see itch.io the devs get to decide what the split is. Humble Store, I've used Humble Bundle before, gets a
I love how you
charity.
Don't include the EA game store.
EA can suck a fat dick. I do not care or give two fucks about EA. Okay, they are now owned. I think they're owned by a Saudi Arabian oil company now. So I think
yes,
they're
this is true, and everyone in the Sims community is freaking shaking because we're like, no, don't take the gays away, please.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. But you understand what I mean by Valve is the one good company, because out of all these companies, Microsoft does not care about gaming. Epic, well, maybe they care about the Force, but they don't make anything good in terms of their software. They only care about Fortnite. And then of course you got what you just mentioned. What'd you mention again? My brain can't think.
EA?
EA. Fuck EA. Okay, everyone hates EA. And also Now they're owned by a different company. They probably won't even care about Origin anymore. Who knows? They probably only care about just making that money.
Called Saudi Arabia a company.
With how they treat their investments, they kind of are. The entire country is bought like a company. They just buy random shit. I don't know what they do. They got that oil move. They got that oil money, and they're like, I buy games. I'm like, okay.
I buy video games for my son, who will be king one day.
My son will be the king, and he shall be ruling the EA company with an iron fist.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, but you know what else is crazy? The fact that a lot of developers also are going against Steam with a class action lawsuit because they think that the 30% is unfair.
So then it's not that great. It's not that great.
Well, wait, you think Steam's not that great because of this?
Because they have a class action lawsuit against them.
Well, just because they have a class action lawsuit doesn't mean it's bad, okay? People can get sued all the time. Remember when Subway got sued for not having real fish in their tuna fish sandwiches? Yeah, that didn't go anywhere, did it? Because it was a lie.
Yeah, but Subway's bad.
Well, Subway's just different.
Objectively bad.
Well, I'm just using it as an example, okay? Steam, in this case, people think that they can go against Steam because they think that, yeah, they're taking too much of a cut, which I agree. I do agree that if the developers want to get some more mun-muns, they should get more mun-muns. But also at the same time, I don't think it's fair to call Steam a monopoly because that's what they're calling them. They're calling Steam a monopoly. And the real question is, let's go to the definition of a monopoly. Because what is a monopoly? Because, you know, as Google says, it's a board game which players engage in simulated property and finances using imitation money.
Whip out my MBA.
Okay, I'll do it for you, okay? I was just kidding with that one. It's actually the exclusive possession or control of a supply or a trade for a commodity or service. But I'll put it in baby boy terms. Basically, my version is a monopoly is when there's one company or entity just selling one thing while employing very evil anti-competitive practices to stay as the only provider. Now, the one part is definitely true. Steam definitely has a lot, and I should say a lot, of influence on the PC gaming market. They 100% take a lot of credit for it. But I also think that they've done nothing to actually piss people off that use their platform. Like, come on, Robyn, name me one time Microsoft pissed you off.
Well, when they increased all the prices, that made me very mad. Honestly, when Microsoft pisses me off, it's less so with Xbox and more so with their Office suite. I do hate their Office suite.
And let me ask you this, Robyn. When was the last time you got angry at Steam?
I had trouble making return on a game that I could barely play, but I just sort of shrugged my shoulders and blamed my ex who wanted me to get it in the first place.
What, you didn't ask for a refund?
I did, and I didn't get it.
Did you have more than 2 hours in your game, Robyn?
No, I had like maybe all of 10 minutes because the game was ass.
That is uncharacteristic of the Steam customer service. Robyn, how do you not... the amount of refunds I've gotten from Steam, and this is what I'm going to say right now, is that Steam is so pro-consumer because I literally have never had an issue with a Steam refund ever. I had a game where I had 6 hours on it, okay? And the maximum they say is 2 hours. I still got a refund. So the fact you got 10 minutes of a game and no refund tells me you did something wrong.
I do think I requested the refund wrong and I was too lazy to do it right. And I just sort of was like, you know what? I'm fuck my ex. I really don't care enough to get the refund.
You know what? I still think that you are burned for the wrong reason. Fuck your ex, okay? I mean, don't fuck him, but you know what I mean. Like, fuck them for ever putting you in this position.
Do not fuck my ex. I do not recommend it.
Do not recommend. We do not condone fucking your exes.
And don't fuck your friends' exes, because they're exes for a reason, most likely.
See, the only person I would never be an ex with is Steam, because, as I said, they are so pro-consumer that it's crazy. Okay, because another thing that really makes them different, and I would argue not a monopoly, is that they let the people that buy their products actually like fuck with the product. Okay, because I'm a little nerd. Okay, I like to sometimes build a few PCs or maybe build a little thingy with some techie. I don't know what I'm saying, but the point is that people love to tinker with their products. You know, I would love in an ideal world to fix my own iPhone if it breaks. But unfortunately, you got to go through the big old daddy Apple and go through their approved mechanics to get it fixed. Okay?
Yeah, but they give you a nice little spanking on the way out.
Yeah, nice. Spanking of a couple $100, you know, for a job that probably you could have done if you were really caring about it.
But I love giving pretty people my money.
You know what? You know what? They give Steam their money, because you know what they'll do is, if you buy a product and you decided to, like, I don't know, open it up to try to fix it yourself, you don't void your warranty like most other products you do. Apple. You actually get to keep your warranty, and you can actually send it back as long as you didn't break it while opening it. But you can send it back, and they could still fix it for you. I've done it with my Steam Deck, the little Index, the VR headset, like we from like one of these. We're back here, the Index. I own the Index. I remember my base station was broken. The little camera sensor, it broke because the motor stopped working, and I had this for like 3 years or 2 years at the time. So I was like, ah, shit, I have to probably buy another one because it's probably out of warranty. My customer support boy came in and said, don't worry about it. New one, free shipping coming in. You can even keep the old one if you want. And I was like, wow, what a lovely individual. I will never, ever talk shit about this customer service because they know what they're doing.
Okay. They seem a little bit generous to you. I wish they'd share some of that generosity to me. I wish they could just read my mind when I want to return a game.
Well, maybe you shouldn't just mess it up next time, and maybe just date somebody who actually would give you a game that you want. So, you know.
Well, they didn't even give me the game. I bought it to play with them.
Well, the next time you get the mans to give you the game because they can be your sugar daddy instead of you wasting your money.
Note to self, don't buy games for guys. Don't buy games for people. You'll always fucking take the L. You'll always take the L.
Men will always take advantage of people who are willing to give them free games.
No, I just got the game to play with him 3 fucking times. I think that's just... I'm a simp that never learns.
Well, you know who does learn? Valve. Because unlike Windows, right, Mr. Big Old Daddy Microsoft, right? So, you know Windows, the software, right? The thing you use to open your computer and look at your stuff. Well, you see, it's built off of, how do you say it? Like, it's really shit. I hate Windows with a burning passion. It never works. It runs like ass, and it's bloated to all hell. What do you mean I need to see the news 24/7 on my Windows? I just want to go to find my goddamn files. That's it. And the worst part is they close it off to anybody to mess with it. You have to like pretty much jump through so many hoops to fix anything on Windows. You know the pain. You explained it earlier. Windows sucks, right? Well,
yeah, I hate Windows.
You know what Steam uses for their Steam Deck and also their near devices? They use the Penguin version. Linux, our boy Linux. And you know what's so good about Linux? Is that it's open source. It means anyone can use it, which means Steam just wants people to take their shit and use it. Unlike every other company that just wants to hodl their stuff and be like, no, you can't touch my code. It's mine. Steam's like, yeah, bro, you can have it. I don't care. Just make sure you bring it back. And then throw the keys to the Ferrari at you.
Throws the keys to the Ferrari at you. God, I wish.
Well, Steam does that. Instead of Mr. Microsoft and, Bill Gates, he'll just throw you his fucking beat up ass 100 miles per hour Camaro when he's going to pull up in his Buick and his beautiful Bentley.
A free car's a free car, though.
Yeah, but Steam would have given you a Ferrari.
I suppose so.
But unfortunately, Robyn, I have been glazing Steam a little too much, okay? Because Steam also does have some wrongs. Okay, people don't like Steam for a few reasons. One of them is the gambling aspect. So this is like, you know those cases you get and you get like skins, right? The classic, gambling mechanic in every game now. Well, Steam's the one that kind of popularized it. They were the ones that kind of normalized it in the PC gaming landscape, thanks to CSGO, which is how I got into gambling. That's how I got into gambling, which is a whole episode on its own. But I know for a fact that because of Steam, I did get into gambling. I'm not a gambler anymore. I don't gamble anymore. I won and I made sure to never go back. So that's why I know. At least to some people, it definitely fucked them up in a wrong way. On top of that, the biggest cut ever. Yeah, of course. They take the fattest slice of the pie, and people should deserve more for their work instead of having to be the small fry, get 30% taken away, and then struggle and cry. That's fair enough. But another thing is the whole censoring. Remember the whole censoring episode we did and how eventually companies like MasterCard even pulled games off the shelves?
Oh, yeah. Yes. And they were practically just like manipulating the whole market to how they want to do it, and we're getting rid of like legitimately good games just because they were like a little saucy or a little controversial.
Well, I mean, I guess you could say the biggest L that Steam took was, kind of letting it happen rather than, maybe putting up a bit of a fight. But at the same time, the law is the law, I guess. What you gonna do?
But it's not the law. Isn't that like the whole thing? It's not the law.
I mean, it depends, actually. I really don't know. Yeah,
I think it was just
they wanted it to go into
has
effect.
A ton of money.
They wanted these more privacy-focused laws to go into effect, but they didn't happen, or at least most of them got paused, or at least the ones that did happen were mostly in Europe, and I think now it's just kind of like not that big of a deal. I haven't seen people talk about it. So that's why I said kind of old news, because I don't really know if it's that important yet. But last important thing, and this is the part that I think really pisses people off, is the fact that the company that makes games no longer makes games. As you saw, we have a lot of 2s in the title. Okay, we have a lot of 2s in the lineup here, but not a lot of 3s.
But I think for the most part, so many people are still playing these games. So it's like, does it need a 3?
I would say there's only one game on this list that needs a 3. Okay, I've never played it, but I think if the 3 did come out, I would play the other games, and that would be Half-Life, because Half-Life is like
I think everyone does want that sweet Half-Life 3.
I would love a Team Fortress 3 though. Please, Valve. I don't know what it takes for you to make a game, but I just want you to make TF3, bro. Please. I miss Team Fortress. That was my jam.
Damn.
Yeah, that's another thing. They just let their games
I only know
die.
it from the My Little Pony animations.
Yeah, well, guess what? A lot of those are SFM, Source Filmmaker, ha ha ha, Skibidi Toilet Animation, Robyn. You like something that you thought you hate.
No, I thought it was in Team Fortress 2. I thought like the characters were skins. I don't know.
Well, I just told you the truth, and now you can cry in a corner.
I guess I will.
But
rude.
This is still the age-old question, Robyn. Is Steam a monopoly? From what I told you, what do you think?
Well, I think from what I understand, Steam is not a monopoly because there are other competitors out there, and they don't have anti-competition moves going on. The offering discounts is not being anti-competition. If anything, it is an important part for a perfect market. And at the end of the day, I think people are just haters that Steam tends to be one of the better platforms. It's like saying eBay is a monopoly, even though there are so many other platforms like Poshmark and stuff that exist. Like, just because one does it better doesn't mean that it's a monopoly.
And that's how I view it. I view Steam as a failure of the competition, because Steam was the only one for the longest time. And so many other competitors had time to make a better product before Steam could have gotten bigger. But the competition is just ass. Like, they just have not tried. I don't know. I mean, GOG is small, itch.io is small, and I think the reason Steam did so well is because it came from somebody who knows tech and who knows business. As much as he hates corporate structures, from what I've heard, and also because the entire company is a flat structure, which means literally there's no managers. But like, the entire concept of Steam was made with an experienced boy with a experienced brain and wanting to make a splash. And it's all opportunity. A lot of these other companies, I think they're just tiny little bitches. And Epic Games is just Epic Games. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have said that. That's rude.
I think the key thing is too, between all of these, the EA platform focuses on just selling EA games. The Epic Games platform just focuses on that. When Origin was around, they were just focusing on Origin games. Steam is like the only one that's selling any game as long as it's not exclusive.
It's like, to me, for everything that Steam has been good and bad at, it came at the right time and had the right conditions. And anything else that comes near does suffer. But I think a Steam competitor could emerge. And I think the best would be GOG if they actually got the right amount of like structure and shit made. But at the end of the day, to me, Steam, I view it just like YouTube, because YouTube is also kind of a monopoly. Like, they're the only video streaming platform where you can upload your own stuff besides like TikTok. Like, they're pretty much a huge monopoly on their own for long form content.
Well, no, because Vimeo exists.
But who uses Vimeo, Robyn?
Besides, but they exist.
They do exist. They exist. Well, so does Epic Games, and so does itch.io. But on how they compete determines on their market share, right? Like, Windows.
But that's my point. It's like they're not keeping up with the competition. That's on them. That's not
exactly
on us.
Which is what I agree. I also agree. But at the same time, YouTube doesn't allow a lot of other platforms to thrive because it is just so big and it's a behemoth, right? It has infinite resources. So it's like, it ends up becoming like, I get the point of why people think it's a monopoly, because it becomes unstoppable. But I also think that it's the opposite, where I think a small company or small person could make a Steam competitor. And if it's a better product, yeah, people would switch. Or if people had a reason to switch, like if you maybe were able to import all your Steam library or some access that could convert people, I still think there's always a chance. But to me, at the end of the day, I will keep my boy Steam a chugging because I have faith that Gabe will never go public. Because I swear, the day this company goes public is the day I move.
Dang.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I think the issue with most companies is because they cannot care about the customer, because if they have investors, the money will always talk. That's why if you're always if you are a public company, you're immediately at the risk and reign of what your investors say. So if you are private, you can only care about one thing, and that's what you want to do. And that's why I think Steam is respectful for that, because they at least care about the customer. They care because I think they are the customer. That's the most important thing. Like, I don't think the tech CEOs are really their own customer. You know what I mean? Like, you don't, like, when you think of like
100%.
them, they would never, like, they'll own the phone, but I don't think they'll live with the phone. You know, they don't.
Elon Musk is a great example. He likes to sit here and act like he's this big gamer and he doesn't play. And I think that the people who are at the C-suite of Xbox and PlayStation, I really question if they do play games. I don't think they do.
And just so you know, Robyn, Gabe, one of the guys who created Steam, literally was born and around the same time as someone like Bill Gates. Okay, so he is a part of the wave of the billionaires. You know, like he was around their time. He was just cool. He was the cool uncle, while all the other ones decided, I want to go to Epstein Island, and they all went to Epstein Island. Okay, while Mr. Gabe was sitting on his little office with his big booty, just saying like, yes, I play game and I make Half-Life the best game ever made. That's all I'm gonna say. Because there's if I haven't convinced you, Robyn, to ditch finding and getting that crappy, stupid Xbox handheld, I hope you come to the Steam side and maybe perhaps get yourself a Gabe Cube.
I do think that the name Steam Machine is so stupid.
What?
I do dislike Steam Machine as the name. It sounds so corny.
What are you talking about? PlayStation? How is that not corny? Xbox One. The Steam Machine is probably the most Steam thing they could name. Okay.
When I first heard Steam Machine from my coworker who like told me about it, I thought he was joking. I thought that was the joke name. Like, yeah, are Xbox and PlayStation still sort of puns? Like, absolutely. But, like, Steam Machine sounds like something like my uncle would call it.
Okay, then call it the Gabe Cube. Okay, everyone likes to call it the Gabe Cube. Instead of the GameCube, it's Gabe Cube. Get it? Get it, Robyn? Did you get it? That's why you should get it. That's why you should buy the Steam Machine. And okay, tell me what other console does this, okay? What other console has the ability for you to change and customize your own front plate so seamlessly? Okay.
Oh, I thought those were people who were like doing like stickers and stuff. I do like that. I do like it. I do like having that customization element, because I feel like that is definitely the most frustrating part, is that you can't make your consoles your own. And especially for me as a gamer girl, I have an aesthetic to maintain. And there's nothing that I hate more when I have this nice aesthetic setup and then it's black rectangle.
I will say that's like the one thing I will say. It really just does look like they try to make an Xbox Mini. It really just does kind of look like they're trying to make an Xbox. Unless they made it like this. Do you ever see this? Like the original Xbox? That's not what do you mean? They don't look similar at all. No, hold on. I'm talking about the iconicness. If Steam made this, where is it? This thing.
Oh, if they made it look, what the fuck is, I have never seen the Big X one. I have seen the OG one, but I have never seen the prototype. I wanted to just see, like, if Steam wanted to have some real balls, they would have created, like, something just as ludicrous as the original prototype for the Xbox. Because the Giant X was, like, a limited prototype that they made, just because, like, why the fuck not? Now I need to get my hands on it. I need to add it to the mega console collection I want to have. It does honestly look like a crazy thing to have, but it also looks like it's, like, 100 pounds. But you know what? You just put it on display and enjoy it. It legit looks like a trophy. Like an old console museum, and just to have all this stuff. all of it nicely set up, and then that will just be the masterpiece on the mantle.
I wish. Honestly, it does remind me, like, I think Steam hardware is like the closest thing I'll ever get to having the feeling of, wow, this is kind of cool tech. Like, I feel like all the old consoles that we used to have, like, back in the day were so cool, like how they were designed. And like nowadays, things are just so boring.
Yeah, I do. I blame the millennials for that, because they love everything to be basic looking. They like everything to be beige, white, and black, and they just leave it at that. I think they're really killing the aesthetics of the world, because even the OG Xbox, I think, looks sick as fuck. Like, if the OG Xbox were a person, they would be like so freaking hot, I'd be tripping over myself, not sure how to talk to them. Like, you look at those, you look at the old PlayStations, like some of the older ones look a little dorky, but like some of them like look sophisticated, like the Atari. Some of them look sleek, like the Xbox.
You're telling me this is not sleek?
The PlayStation 5 is fuckable. No, I'm talking about the old ones. But if we're also talking about new ones, the PlayStation 5 is very fuckable.
I love the PlayStation 3 mainly because they stole the Spider-Man text and they just slapped it on the Xbox.
That's so funny.
Did you ever notice that? Like, this is like the old Sam Raimi Spider-Man. Like, if you look at Spider-Man, like Sam Raimi.
I think I remember hearing that fun fact. I was never a PlayStation girly, so...
Me neither. I was all Xbox too.
Isn't that like one of their exclusives, Spider-Man?
What, Sony?
Yeah, I think for Sony, one of their exclusives is Spider-Man, so they ripped off their own font, I guess.
Yeah, that's what they just stole from themselves. Yeah, because at the time they had the movie, they had the right licensing to do it. So yeah, they probably licensed the text as well, because like, might as well. But like, I will say though, like, I've always been an Xbox guy, which is why I get so sad, because Xbox is literally just dead now. Like, it literally is just dead. And that's why I get more upset, because Steam literally is now the only thing left. The only thing I have left in my gamer heart. If I lose Steam, then there's nothing. Like, look at this. Like, there's I hate the Xbox now. I don't think
Steam's gonna die. I don't know. I think it's interesting to see how it's gonna compete against Xbox and PlayStation, because because honestly, I do not think Nintendo is a competitor for Steam. I think they're still very off in their own worlds. I think their real competitors are Xbox and PlayStation, and I am interested to see how it does in comparison, because I think while Xbox and PlayStation have been in the console arena for a while, they've also been fucking up for a while. They've been pissing people off for a while.
I was gonna say that, like, depending on how the Steam machine does, really is determined on how much it's gonna cost. Like, if you were to buy all the parts individually for that Steam machine and build it yourself, it would round you up to around like $700 to $800. So if it's less than that, then Steam literally has like another console. They will destroy Xbox and PlayStation,
especially because the Xbox one, it's supposed to be like 1,000, 1,400 or something.
Yeah. The handheld is literally $1,000. It's like insane how much it is, and it literally
the handheld. No, the handheld's not $1,000.
No, the handheld's $1,000. Yeah.
No, I was like just looking at the prices. They're not. The Alley's not 1,000.
Oh, they made it. Oh no, if you want the 1 terabyte,
the 1
that's 1,000.
terabyte is 1,000.
But
that's still pretty crazy.
Yeah. See, I'm telling you, like, you're paying $400 more for a little bit more RAM and then double the storage. Like, that's not worth it. Like, that's what I mean, where it's like literally.
Well, the question
Xbox
is can you put an SD card like you can with the Steam Deck? Because that's what I would just do. I would just get like a huge SD card and like swap them out from there.
But that still means you're paying another couple $100 on top of that for an SD card. So you're paying like what, $1,200?
I think you're really overestimating how much SD cards cost.
You'd be surprised. And also, I don't think this is like a SD card supported. I have no clue. And it has Copilot. Why do you need Copilot? Who in their right mind is asking AI for advice as they're gaming?
That I do hate. Get AI stays in the bed, and that's it. That's it. Keep it out of the workplace. Keep it out of my video games. If it is not laying in my bed like a French woman, I do not care about AI.
That is so real. So fucking real. Also, by the way, don't even get me started on Black Ops 7 on how much they fumbled Call of Duty. That's another reason why I hate Microsoft. They ruin everything they touch. It's like every big company ruins it.
I am not a first-person shooter player, so it was really funny when I heard people like ragging on the new Call of Duty because I confused it with the new Battlefield, which everyone loves. And I was like, wait, I thought everyone loved Battlefield. What's wrong? And I forgot that they were separate and the alternative title for Call of Duty is Black Ops.
Okay. Do I gotta explain this? Okay, so Battlefield.
I don't play first-person shooters.
Okay.
I play Halo and Fallout, and that's it. Otherwise, I'm playing all the other good games out there.
Okay, listen. First of all, you're not wrong. I know Call of Duty's a mixed bag, but trust me, there are good ones there. And second of all, Battlefield is its own franchise. Call of Duty is its own franchise. Black Ops is like a sub. Is like think of it as like a spin-off show of Call of Duty. It's another spin-off. Like, imagine
you're only leaving me more confused.
You have the show Breaking Bad, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. And then you have a spin-off show called Better Call Saul. It's still in the universe of Breaking Bad, but it's on its own little show, right? Call of Duty is like the franchise, right? And then Black Ops
Call of Duty is like a Breaking Bad.
Story. Yes.
Black Ops is Better Call Saul, but bad instead of good.
No, okay, you know what? That's not the point.
But you just said it was bad. Okay. I'm confused.
So there's like 7 games.
And are you wrong? Are you lying?
Okay, listen. I would have to say, sadly, more than 50% of the Black Ops entries are bad. So maybe, yes, you are right that Black Ops is bad, but the first 2 Black Ops games were really good. Okay? They were really good. And the other Call of Duties is like, there's 3 little camps. Okay, Robyn? You got
I
Black
only
Ops.
know about Ghost Riley. That is the only thing I know about Call of Duty.
Ghost Riley?
The sexy mask man.
You mean that's from Modern Warfare, Robyn. Okay, Modern Warfare.
Wait, is that not the same thing? Are these not all the same thing?
So I gotta explain. I wonder if there's a graphic. Call of Duty timeline.
Bro, there's a timeline.
There's a lot. Honestly, I just realized Call of Duty is just boy anime. It's just boy anime.
Bro,
like how convoluted
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is easier to understand. What the hell is this?
Let me explain that Call of Duty lore. Okay, look, this is all the Call of Duty games. Okay, and each of these have like different like stories. So anything with Black Ops is its own story. Anything with like oh shit, actually this is confusing. Okay, Call of Duty World at War.
That's
Call of Duty
Black Ops. Saying.
Okay, you know what? Forget
That's
it.
That's what I'm saying.
I will one day explain the entire lore of Call of Duty to you, just because I need you to understand this game is not as complicated as it looks. I swear.
Wait, why does Modern Warfare take place in 2030?
Because it's
what?
It's the
Wait, does that mean I'm older than Ghost Riley or whatever the fuck his name is?
It's just Ghost. It's just Ghost.
Ghost? Wait, no, I thought his name was. That's what like character AI always lists him as.
Why are you looking at Ghost on character AI?
I just because you know what? Everyone wants to fuck him.
Well, yeah, okay. Look,
yes,
I know his name is Riley. See? I was just trying not to confuse you, but yes, this is Ghost. This is one of the OGs. This is the boy right here, you know?
It took it 32 seconds, not even to just get a man with abs.
Listen, I'm telling you, Call of Duty.
But honestly, respect for them adding scars to the abs. You know what? We love a man with scars.
He's a little too tanned for my liking.
We love a woman with scars. We love... What do you mean? Did you say he's too tan?
Well, look at this. This bro's covered in head to toe in gear. What do you mean he gets a tan on his abs?
Bro, that doesn't mean like he doesn't go outside ever.
Bro should be white as snow.
That arm. Whoa, why did they render the arm so meticulously?
I don't know, man.
I think I'm just thirsty.
All I'm hearing is that what the... So I'm getting a little distracted by the ghost.
That looks like a book talk cover right there.
That is like, imagine like in like this is gonna be in the woman's smut section right here.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's gonna be right between Haunting Adeline and Lights Out, and then there's just gonna be that picture in between.
What would the title be? What would it be like?
The Ghost Within.
The Ghost Within. That's so good.
I need to just become a smut writer, honestly.
Forget AI. Just Robyn is the smut writer that you ask, and she will make it.
Next
Please.
Doodle Heads episode, it's just a live like fan fiction reading.
Could we do a fan
like,
fiction
smut.
of Steam or Gabe Newell and then Simon Ghost Riley? We can do a fan fiction of the two.
Well, you know what? Actually, I say but you know what? Representation.
Yeah.
Guys with abs can love curvy people too. They can love squishy people like me.
Look at this right here.
If
Beautiful.
guys with abs are into me, guys with abs could be into Gabe. I don't think we look too dissimilar.
Gabe, it's me, Simon Ghost Riley. Gabe, I need you in my new recon mission, Gabe.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, sure, I'll join you. I'll join your little coalition.
You made him Peter Griffin!
Beautiful. Did I ever say how beautiful your eyes are, Mr. Gabe Newell?
Yeah, Lois wouldn't like that, Lois. Yeah.
It's okay. Lois doesn't need to know.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna stop this before it gets too steamy.
No, keep going, keep going. I demand it.
All I know is that I convinced
I will
Robyn.
give you $300 in Steam gift cards if you keep going.
Fine, I'll continue it, but I'm continuing it off camera, okay? Which means if you enjoyed this episode of the Doodle Heads podcast, please be sure to click on that episode on screen right now to hear us yap about more companies. Like, think about Spotify. We yapped about Spotify. We hate Spotify, and why I unsubscribed, so you should click on that episode now. Do it.
No. Do it, bitch!
So I'm gonna pound your ass.